Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining me. I'm Deanne Castro, Creative Memories Advisor in Bakersfield, California, and I have a scrapbook border to show you. This time it's with the National Scrapbook Day papers and punch. There's another punch that came out just this past week, too, that coordinates with it. So let's go ahead and get started. Here is, like I did the last time, here's a basic border. Here's kind of an intermediate border. And then here is the advanced border. Okay. Just want to quickly remind you, if you guys have not subscribed to my channel yet, think about it. If you like this video, if you like the borders that I've done, check out the others. I've got several. And so subscribe to my channel, click on the bell, and you get notified each week that video comes out. I try to do Monday mornings, but let's see if that keeps up. Um, and I have a Facebook group in progress. I try to let you know new products that are coming out about every other week. And I'm trying to find other ideas to add to it and some other fun things. But like I said, it's a work in progress. But if you would like to join, go ahead and go to Let's Scrapbook with Deanne and ask to join, and I'll let you in. And if you have any questions about this video, you can email me, deannecmc2@yahoo.com. If you've got borders that you've made and you want to share, it'd be great for you to share them on that Facebook group, or you can email it to me if you'd like. And if you guys do not have an advisor, I would be happy to help you out. I've got products online, and if I talk about a print and cut thing that I've done with my Cricut, downloading the digital products from Creative Memories, that's where you get them from all as well. So, like I said, if you don't have an advisor, I'd be happy to help you out. But if you do already have an advisor, go to her for these products because I'm sure she works really hard for you. All right, so let's start with the basic border. I've got these pieces pre-punched, pre-cut, just so this will go quickly, and then I'll show you how I do the advanced border. Okay, so here's the basic border, and I punched the mushroom punch. This is the forest mushrooms that came out with National Scrapbook Day, and you'll be able to get one of these from your advisor. So this is one of the big border punches. I started out by putting my paper on the left, punched one piece, and then moved my paper to the left and matched the pattern on the tray. And I'll show you how to do that on one of the other ones that I've got coming up. So I just punched one out of the kind of a green leafy paper from the National Scrapbook Day papers. I kind of mixed and matched a little bit with the accessory patch and with the regular project recipe pack. But I just put adhesive on this piece, and now I'm just going to put it right down the center of this other piece that I cut, which is the 2-inch. So when I punched the mushroom punch, I measured it and punched and cut it at 1.5 inches. So then this piece that I just put it on is 2 inches. Then I've got this blue paper, blue cardstock, and it is 1.25 inch. So it's just slightly bigger than the 2-inch piece. which will leave me 1/8 of an inch on each side. So I just kind of eyeball it, center it on this piece, and there I have my basic border. Okay, so that was really easy. Next is the intermediate border. So what I did here is I punched the mushroom punch out of this paper here, this sheet of paper. It has beige mushrooms on the back, and I cut it at, again, 1.5 inches. This is sticking to the back. Okay, so I punched this piece and then trimmed it 1.5 inches. Then I took the Kelly green cardstock, which is this one right here, and did the same thing. So I punched the mushroom border, and then I punched the Kelly green. So now I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on this. And I used some repositionable, but then I'm going to use the regular tape runner here on the bottom. It's just a little bit stronger and it holds the paper on there better. So now when I put this on here, I'm just going to offset this just a little bit so that the Kelly green shows through somewhat to be able to show up better on the border. Okay, now I punched out a piece with the new Spring Leaves border cartridge. Okay, this one is a frame punch. And what this does is it allows you to make either a straight border, like I did on this one, just punch it straight across. Or if you line the paper up with this line right here, punch it on a sheet of designer paper or cardstock, and that piece has to have equal measurements. So it's got to be either a 2x2, 4x4, 6x6, or it can be a 2x4, 2x6, as long as the increments are even numbers. Okay, so I did already pre-punch this one. And then this one I cut after I punched it at 2 inches. Then I have this blue cardstock that is punched at 2.5 inches. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on this. This is the repositionable that I'm putting on these detailed spots here on the top. And then I'm going to put this piece down here on the blue cardstock. Okay, and I'm going to put it kind of up towards the top. I'm going to eyeball it and just get it on there pretty even. And then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to kind of adhere it just below there so it's equal across the bottom here. Okay, so I'm going to put some of the repositionable tapes on the detail part. This really helps hold the detail pieces on there so they don't flap around. But then I'm going to put more regular tape here on the bottom. Okay, so now I'm going to add this to the bottom down here. Kind of eyeball it so some of the blue still shows through. And then you can add a few stickers or a few embellishments. I've used these cute little gnome guys. This is out of the spring gnomes. They come in separate pieces. So you've got the bodies, the beards with the nose, and the hats. And you can put them together kind of however you want. Right now, your advisor can get you a set of winter, fall, spring, and summer gnomes in different colors. And you can get that for $20. You have to ask your advisor. They're just not on the website for general public to purchase. So ask your advisor to get you a set, okay? Or you can take a 12-inch sticker. These are the stickers that come with the project recipe. And I think I'm just going to take these little mushrooms off of here and see what this looks like. Just going to put this down here on the bottom. And then you just add some more color and just a really quick, simple sticker. Okay, so this is kind of an intermediate border, adding a little bit of layering to it. And now I'm going to show you how to make this one for more advanced. Okay, so what I need to do first is I need to punch the mushrooms. So to do this, I'm going to line the paper up to that black line right there. Okay, I'm going to make sure that it's straight across the back. And yes, this is right. I wanted to make sure that the stripes were going the same direction as the original punch. Now you slide it over and see the blue mushrooms here on this side. You're going to match the mushroom part that you just punched, cover up all of that blue. Make sure that it's straight against the back and punch it again. And then you continue to do that all the way across. And then the last one. Push it in to make sure it's straight against the back there. Okay, and there I have that. So I then, on these, I used the wavy trimmer. And let's see. Okay, so here's the wavy trimmer. And I'm going to put this mushroom punch piece in here. And I'm going to line the bottom of this up with the fourth mark up from where it's going to cut. It's going to be kind of difficult to show you, but I want to put the bottom of where it was punched right here. This bottom part, I'm going to put it at the fourth mark up. Come on, focus. There we go. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. This fourth mark right here. So I'm going to line, and I'm going to center it on this trimmer. 4. Okay, 4. Okay. So that it's going to cut this piece pretty close right here. Okay, so it goes up and it's going to cut it pretty close. And I have this very end piece. Where is it? Okay, the bottom part of where it was punched at 1, 2, 3, 4. This little fourth mark right here. Okay, And that's going to cut a pretty close wave. And I just see that it's not quite, it moved, so I'm going to put it back on there. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get this where it needs to be for you. So I started cutting in the middle, so I'm going to go back to the bottom. Okay, and then I have this piece head in a wave on the bottom. All right. Now I'm going to take the Kelly green paper and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to punch it with the mushroom punch. Again, lining the paper up with that left black mark. Slide it through. Bunch of mushrooms. Okay, now the Kelly green cardstock can tend to be a little bit whiter. So I'm going to trim this off and I'm going to actually make this a little more of a rounded mushroom here. Okay, see how that is cut off like that. On the other side, I'm just going to trim these pieces. Okay. I'm going to move this out of the way. Now I'm going to cut this in the wavy trimmer, and I'm going to move the bottom part of this punch piece, this bottom part right here. I'm going to move it up to the 5th line. I know that doesn't make sense. I'm not really sure what to call this. This is a 1/4 of an inch. Okay, the 5th line is a 1/4 of an inch down from the number 1 right here. Okay, so here's the number 1, and I'm going to line it up with the 1/4 of an inch down. Again, I'm going to center it on here. Okay. And I'm going to cut it. This is going to make this just a little bit bigger than the first one that I cut. So it will show it to you. It's going to offset it just enough where you can see the Kelly green on the top and on the bottom. Okay. So I'm going to put some adhesive on this. I'm going to put the repositionable on the more delicate sides of these mushroom border piece. And then I'm going to put the regular adhesive on the larger bottom section. And I'm also going to trim this off just a little bit, round it up. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to center it in here. So it's going to give me the Kelly green showing through on the top and on the bottom. Okay, so see how that works? Now I'm going to use the spring leaf punch and I'm going to do the same thing and I'm going to put this paper in and punch it. Okay, so I'm going to line it up with the black line there in the front. Move it over, line it up with the blue pattern on the left. And making sure that the back is pushed back to the back, so it's going to cut straight. Isn't that pretty? I just love that pattern. It's so pretty. All right, this piece I'm going to trim. And this way. At 2 inches. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here. Then I'm going to put the top of the leaves, very top of this punched part, right on the 2-inch mark. Okay, so that this is 2 inches now wide. Now, for the sake of time, I punched another piece that was out of the back side of this paper because I want this to show up better on the navy. So I'm gonna put some repositionable adhesive on the top of this. And then I'm gonna put some regular adhesive on the bottom of this one. And now I'm going to match this up with just a little bit of that orange showing through the back. That's going to make this paper really pop on the blue paper behind it. Okay, so now I'm going to take that blue cardstock and I'm going to cut it on the bottom with the wavy paper. Yeah, I know, guys, this is pretty detailed, huh? So now I'm going to put this the blue paper in here where it's just below where it's going to cut the wave. And again, I've centered it, top and bottom. Make sure I didn't move this too much. Make sure it's straight. Now I'm going to keep moving it. Stop. Okay. I'm going to cut the blue cardstock and wave. I don't need that piece. And then I'm going to trim this blue cardstock at 2 3/4. Now the 2 3/4 is going to be the tip of this. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here and put that tip right about the 2 3/4. Put the bottom one at about 2 3/4. And then I'm going to trim it straight across the top there. Okay, so now I have all my pieces. And I'm going to adhere them to the blue cardstock. Okay, so I'm going to put some repositionable on the top here. So I put repositionable against this top part right here. I'm going to put the regular adhesive here. And I'm going to put this on the blue piece with the tips almost close to the top here. Oops, I moved it. Let me do this. You guys don't have to be as exact as I'm trying to be. I just tend to be a little type A. Okay, so there's that part. Now I'm going to put the adhesive on this one. Just ran out of the repositionable, so put a new one on here. Okay. And the same thing, regular adhesive on the bottom. Now I'm going to match this up with this weight on the bottom and just have the blue show about 1/8 of an inch. Okay, and there we have our little more detailed, more advanced border. And this one, I just had one of the embellishments attached to it. I just thought that was really cute. This one, I can put some stickers on it. This adorable little hedgehog. Maybe I'll put him over here. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with him. I could put him here, or I could put him off to the side. I can add another sticker here. I don't want to put it all the way down. And then maybe add a cute little raccoon on this side. Okay, so go ahead and add them on there however you like. You don't want to put too much on it because this border is already pretty detailed. Okay, so you really don't need stickers if you don't want to, because it already looks really pretty just the way it is. And there you go. Hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think. And I will see you again next week. All right. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed it. I will talk to you soon. Bye.